not bad for my first watercolor ever. Well, no, actually, no, in high school. We used to do watercolors and pastels and oils. We had an amazing teacher. Can't think of her name, but she taught us a lot. So that was the last time I've ever touched watercolor. I think it turned out beautiful. I mean, our choices of colors aren't great, and water is hard to work with. I added these little balls of fruit because I know that's why they would be on this tree. And I don't like that all the pages are the same paint. That's the only thing I would change, but I'm gonna play around with the color combos more, so maybe next one will be a little bit better, maybe more darker or lighter. For my first one, it's not bad. So let me give you another update on the gardenias. Last time in the video I called them, I don't know if I called them geraniums or hydrangeas, I don't know. Sometimes my menopausal brain is not working. So another update on my gardenias, because they're just so stunning, and they were almost dead when I was keeping them in the full sun. So now it's the early evening, like it's around 4, and they're in the shade and they're looking so beautiful. There's still lots of blooms to happen. So yeah, it looks beautiful. Okay, so where do we start with our refresh? Let's start on this end. I'm going to remove the pot with all the petunias and all the flowers. It's not looking good. I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm going to put it in the backyard in full sun. I don't think it's getting enough sun there, and see if I can revive it. And I'm going to give it a good trim, revive it. But for now, I want to put something else here. I think I'm thinking of another fern. The ferns, they're looking amazing. And I think that's the best thing. I want to change out the pillow and clean it up a little bit. It's just looking really sad. Boy, this was in there really good. Boy, did I make a mess. Well, I have my handy Black & Decker blower. It gets rid of everything really fast. Let's put this back here. I'm gonna put my blue beautiful toile pillow there. I need a change. That looks so pretty. I have so many plant options to put. I have so many things in the back, but I think I just want a big, large fern. I feel like it's already getting closer to September, and I just love a large fern. And part of the reason is, look how grand my ferns have grown. And the main reason is I took advice to put Epsom salt in my watering tin. What a huge difference it makes. The only thing I will say is don't put too much and water often, because what was happening was the green from the fern, the color of the fern was kind of fading. So I know that I put too much of the solution. So yeah, be careful on how much you put. So I have this huge fern that I've had in the back. And let's just see how that looks. See what I mean? A fern just adds like a romantic feel. Let me see how it looks on camera. See what I mean? Like it's meant for a big fern there. I love the new pillow. And I love my little marble table that I got from Facebook Marketplace with the beautiful French iron feet. And I think I'm going to put my beautiful lavender here for a few days or a week or two, and then I'm going to plant it in the ground. Not going to leave them here permanently, only because they will not do well. I don't have enough sun. This is it. This is all the sun that you're going to get here. So I'm just going to put them just for video purposes. and then I'll put them in the full sun, but I like how it looks for now. And then I always keep some water on the porch in a watering tin so that I'm ready to go when I need it. So this fern felt really, really light. So I know it needs a lot of water, especially in its new home right here. Give it a good water, and then I won't water it for another 2-3 days. When you see this type of wicker, I automatically think of a porch and lots of greenery and a big fern, and it's very Nancy Meyers. Let's see where I'm going to put the little rabbits on either side. That looks good, Rocco. The wreath could still stay. It's still very summery and whimsical. At the end, I will water these beautiful ferns and my garden here. This looks so cozy. All I need to put there is the book that I'm reading and some iced tea, and I'm down south in Georgia. I still haven't found the curtains that I want to put here, but that's on my to-do list and my thrift list. Everything that I've looked is very expensive, and I don't want to spend a lot of money here. So yeah, white curtains, outdoor curtains will go there eventually. Okay, next thing I want to do is pot this huge plant. So I've decided that I'm going to put this plant into this big, beautiful French vase that I have. The black-eyed Susie did not do well, and I know what I did wrong. I didn't plant it up. All I did was plop the container inside. It's a big no-no. And then this beautiful blue agapanthus that needs to come in for the winter will go into that blue and white pot. So let's do that first. Yeah, that tropical plant is way too big for this little pot. This is just perfect for that. And then I can bring it in the winter. Yeah, I got to, start thinking about how to preserve all these plants that I have. I can't be planting them in pots that are very heavy, that I can't bring inside in the winter. So yeah, let's put her in here. I think this pot is gorgeous for that. It's meant for a smaller plant. I don't know why I was trying to do that on the floor when I have a perfectly table here. It's so delicate. I'm almost scared to pull it out of the soil. So I got this from a lady who was selling them on the side of the road. And I only paid $10 for it, and I know they're way more expensive at the store. I didn't want you to see, just in case I butchered it. I kind of just grabbed it by here and then underneath. But everything is good. The flower didn't break. The only flower that I have right now. And yeah, let's add the rest of the soil. Ooh, the roots are beautiful. Let me show you. Nice rooted. Nice and healthy. No mold anywhere. Oh, she really does look special in this. Why didn't I think of this from before? Okay, there she is. There's a drain hole. There is a little plate that goes underneath this. And I think she's stunning. And let's put her on the front porch table. She's heavy. I got this. I got it, Rocco. Here she comes. Okay, right here. She's getting the evening sun here right now. What was nice here with that big palm tropical plant is I had a lot of privacy inside. But either way, my windows, I don't have covers because there's like a film on them. You can't really see inside. But it felt nice to have this big, grand flower here. So it covered the window. But anyway, I think she looks so pretty here. Let's fix this little table. I have my little, Let me show you here. If you haven't seen the first time around when I put everything out for the summer, I have all my stones here. This orchid is not doing too well, but it's not dead, so I think I'm going to leave it. We'll just get rid of that. There was something else in there. And we'll just display all my beautiful crystals. Okay, let's grab our huge tropical plant and get it out of the way. It's good I didn't water it for a few days, so it's easier to move around. Okay, let's reassess halfway through. We have the little reading nook. Looks beautiful with that fern. I love it. Then we have our little front table. I put a little fern underneath just so for more green texture. The agapanthus looks amazing, and my crystals are sparkling in the sunset. I should wash the window. That's what I haven't done. Last time I was doing some cooking and I was recording, and somebody saw how dirty my oven was. And now I have fear that somebody's going to make a comment about my window being dirty, and it is. But there is construction on the road. So even if I clean it today, tomorrow it's going to be dusty again. But since I'm doing a refresh, might as well wash some windows, even if it's just lasting for a day or two. This Better Life glass cleaner is amazing. I get it from the dollar store. It works so well. We will do the glass table next. This glass is the worst for dust and dirt. It shows everything. Okay, nice clean windows. Everything looks nice. It's going to dry. It's going to be sparkling. Let's skip over this little area, the fireplace area, and get this plant in here so I can get rid of the soil at the end, so there's no mess over and over. There is Mr. Rocco, of course. Say hello, Rocco. Say hi to our friends. What are you smelling? Are you smelling other doggies in the area? You're being a good boy right now. No barking. So yeah, it makes me sad to get rid of this black-eyed Susie, but it's not looking good. It's the end of the season anyway, and I got 3 glorious months of this looking so beautiful, and it's my favorite flower to put here on the porch. Okay, let's lift her up. So again, I have some beautiful flowers in the back that are blooming really well. They're flowering, but then I just thought this is perfect for here for now. What a big impact change it will be, especially that I'm putting it in a bigger pot. Look how good it looks already, and it's just sitting on the floor. So this time, the other dilemma now I have is, do I just put it in there or do I plant it up? Okay, so we're August 15th, around there. So we have September 15th. It's still warm. We still have 2 months. So it's best that I put soil in that pot and pot her up, so that way she stays healthy, because she's been sitting in that plastic pot for a while. Let's do that. It has definitely outgrown that plastic pot. Definitely. It's going to do so much better here. You know, sometimes you want to be lazy and you're like, why should I plant it? It's got to come inside anyway. But we still have 2 months to play with our flowers. That's why it's better to get the planting projects out of the way before we style. Okay, let's get her into the soil. I wish I had a extra pair of hands right now. Rocco, if you could have helped me, you would, with those little tiny paws of yours. There he is. I need someone to hold it so I get it straight. Let me just see if I can do it on my own. Okay, that was very painful. Not in weight, but I had to take her in and out a couple of times. I had to go lower. She's way too tall. I don't even know how she lasted in that other little pot because she was swaying left, right, and yeah, I think I got her right. I put her in deeper into the soil, and that made a huge difference. So now that she's so grand here, this pot here that's swaying in the wind, it needs to go. It's very distracting for me. It's one or the other. Let me take that down. Okay, so before and after, I think it looks so much better. It's so grand that it just needs to be on its own and show off. And that beautiful blue pot is everything. I'm going to move her closer to the wall, I think, for wind purposes and also walking purposes. Because with everybody walking through here, she's going to lose a leaf. We don't want that. And I don't know why you're barking, Rocco. Like, who are you barking at? Then we have to hear you barking in the video. Shush, mommy's filming. You don't bark. Look at me. You want botte? You want botte? Botte is like a little slang word in Italian that means like do you want a little hit, like you say it to kids when they're being bad. You want a botte on your culo, like you want a little hit smack on the bum. So that's what that means. You want botte? That's what I say to him. I don't know, I've said it since he was little, and I think because I said it with the kids when they were young, and we were, I was married to an Italian family, so you pick up things as you go, and it's just a saying that I always say. But yeah, let's move this pot over, get her into her spot, and clean up all the soil. I know I should be wearing shoes. Okay. This one is the problem. She's very heavy. This one, maybe I should put a stick on it. I secured her really well, but she's very heavy. Here he goes again. Okay, I put a stick in for now, just to train her to stay upright, and then I will cut that that stick down so you don't see it. I'll be able to hide it because there's nothing worse than sticks sticking out of a beautiful plant like this. And then this beautiful verbena basket, we'll put her in the back, and I'll find a spot for her. She'll do actually better over there. She'll have full sun through the day. Let's just leave her here so she's safe. Okay, let me clean up here because I can't look at this anymore. I'm going for a pedicure tomorrow anyway, so I'm going to enjoy walking barefoot, because if you know about grounding, and yes, grounding takes place on grass, not on cement or wood. But after I'm done this, I'm going straight to my backyard. Okay, on to the next. Finally, it's getting a little bit cooler. Wow, this summer really kicked my ass with gardening and projects and planting. Like, we've had some crazy days. I mean, nothing like what's happening in Europe, where it's 40 degrees or 50 degrees in certain parts. So, but still, we're not used to this 35 weather with humidity like you wouldn't believe. Okay, what's next? Let's clean the table and the fireplace. Let's look at this fireplace situation. I love it, but I'm getting a little bit bored. I need a little change. So I thought of bringing out my blue and white plates. I think that would look lovely. So let's do that. Take everything down first because I have to clean the fireplace. Okay, I treated it with that oil in the spring, so I'm not going to do it now. My hope one day or next year I get a piece of marble that goes on top. I think that would look really nice. I don't want to do too many. I just want a little bit more hint of blue. So let's try with a big, like the biggest plate that I have, and see if it sets the mood. We'll put that right in the middle here, or maybe to the left. So I think instead of another plate, sorry for my back, I'm going to add this. Oh, too bad that I don't have two of them. I do have another pot like that, but it's smaller, so I don't think it will go. So now I'm just gonna put my plants around it. Should I go get candle, like silver candles? Yeah, let me see. I was gonna pull out my rabbits, but then I'm like, no, there's enough rabbits. There's enough rabbits. So yeah, let me add the candles now. And then we'll just, bring the plants back that I had here and just put them all the way around. Okay, let me play around with this. This is definitely gonna go here to the left. I love how like the blue is coming through here, and I love this fern. That looks good. Go here on the side. Maybe I shouldn't bring them all back, because I had 1, 2, 3, 4 plants here. This is kind of tucked in with this one. I love this moss ball. That looks nice. Because I have this elephant's ear, maybe I should keep this one somewhere else. Should I put the African violet back here in front? Or is it taking away from the plate? Maybe I should move this, put the African there, and then these right over here. No. Let's put these here beside the plate and move this over a little bit. You know, I'm not only talking to you guys, I'm talking to myself too. Yeah, that looks pretty. Doesn't that look classy? A blue and white plate is it just makes everything classy. Okay, so we have 2 plants left. So the elephant's ear and then the asparagus fern there. Okay, problem solved. I put the asparagus fern there, but now I'm thinking I should get some height. Hang on. What do we think of this? I think what's throwing me off is the terracotta pot. Yeah, this is our blue little section, and that's throwing me off. What would be cute over there is a lamp. That's what would be so cute. And I do have one, but I don't have a plug here anywhere. I would have to run a cable, and I hate how that looks. But I do have a lamp. You could see her through the window here. She's beautiful. So yeah, I'm going to remove the terracotta. Okay, I found a better solution. The maiden fern that's in the soup tureen is going here. Yeah. She was on the table beside the fireplace, but I think just for a change, let's put her here. And she's kind of getting too much sun over there in the morning, because see how it's fading here, the color? And I want her pretty for when she comes inside. So yeah, this will save her beautiful, delicate foliage. And at least we don't see any terracotta on this table. Okay, that's perfect. I love it. Okay, let's go back to this table. Let's clean it up. I found this beautiful candle holder and candle at Value Village. That's beautiful. I wish it was a lot bigger. It always reminds me of the movie Message in a Bottle. This look is scattered throughout the movie, on the fireplace, on the table. It's one of my favorite movies, and every time I find anything in this shape and glass and candles, it reminds me of that. Okay, next, the elephant's ear is gonna go back. So we stick with the theme of terracotta in this area. Yeah, that looks perfect. Let's show you from here. And then we need an ashtray because there's a lot of cigars being smoked on this porch. So we don't want all the sheddings all over the floor and onto our feet. So I've been scouting like not variety stores, thrifting stores for a little carpet to go here. I haven't seen anything that I love. I have some cow hides in the back that I don't use, and I could put it here. Yeah, no, I'm gonna skip it. For one of the main reasons is we don't want it damaged, but secondly, when I water these ferns, which is, every other day, I don't want to have to take them down, so I kind of water them as they're hanging, and the carpet will just get wet. It's not an outdoor carpet. We really need an outdoor carpet here. Oh boy, I am a wreck. I am dirty, sweaty. It seems like in every video in the summer, this is the look you're gonna get from me. But I did shower this morning. I am gonna shower after this. I'm gonna wash my feet. I'm gonna get into my PJs, and then this is where you're gonna find me. You're going to find me right here, maybe with a glass of rosé. There is my book that I'm reading. I'm halfway through. I love it. So our welcoming table is all cleaned up. Everything is washed up. A little bit of a change. I put the agapanthus in there. The maiden fern looks so happy there. Okay, so this is the front of the porch. I have my beautiful stone urns all potted up. Everything is looking good. There's some deadheading to do. I will get to that. So yeah, our welcoming table is nice and fresh. And then let's go to our fireplace area. Let's have a look here. Yeah, it's just a little change just by putting that plate, the beautiful blue and white plate, and taking away some of the ferns and just editing. It looks so pretty. Yeah, I love it. I've lit my candle so I can sit here in the dark and just in the evening, and it's such a pretty spot, and ponder life and plan out my next day and dream and imagine and read and drink a coffee here in the morning. It's such a beautiful area. I also forgot to show you how my crown of thorns are doing. So this one is doing great. This one not so much, but I gave it a really short haircut the beginning of the season. I'm kind of surprised that it's not doing better, but I think it just doesn't get enough sun here. And then the other three here are doing really well. This one is that hot pink. I have this one that changes color all the time. She's doing well. And then my white one, I just moved forward so it gets more sun, because it didn't really bloom this year, and I really love the white one. And then of course our beautiful tropical elephant ear. It looks so perfect here. Thank you to the black-eyed Susie that was here. She put on a show for 3 months. Now it's this plant's turn. I'm going to remove that stick. Don't worry, it's going to look beautiful. I just need to cut it and then hide it behind the stem, but it needs to be there because it's flopping. It's been in that plastic pot for too long, so I think that's why. Look at little Milo. He's so nosy. Every time my car drives up, he's in the window checking who it is. Look at his eyes, they're so big. He's like, whose car is that? Who's coming? He's so nosy, it's hilarious. Okay, guys, so I'm going to read my book for a little bit. I've decided just to stay outside in my dirty clothes because I know if I come out here smelling fresh from my soaps and perfume, the mosquitoes are just gonna eat me up. So I'm just gonna sit here, enjoy a couple of chapters of my book. I hope you enjoy this video, and we got lots to do next time still. There's plants that I purchased that I need to, flowers that I need to put in the ground, and there's still lots to do even though summer is just flying by. Anyway, guys, have a good evening. Hope you're having a great summer and you're enjoying your friends, family, and the weather, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.